Brian, nice to see you. This is another Comedy Spot Live. Today is Celebrity Impressions, so I'm super stoked about that. I'm going to put on my headphones so I can make sure that people can actually hear me and stuff like that. Thank you for being here. Before we get started, I just want to remind everybody that if you haven't already, you can buy a virtual ticket to this event at saccomedyspot.com/live. As you know, the theater is not open right now. We are not doing live shows here at the Comedy Spot, just streaming shows. All of our classes are on pause too, but we just announced a brand new sketch comedy class that's going to be just for people online. So if you want to sign up for that, you can go to saccomedyspot.com/sketch101. You can sign up for that class now. There's limited availability. Hopefully you can go ahead and do that if you've ever wanted to learn how to write sketch comedy. That's the class for you. One other thing, just before we get started. If you would like to be a monthly subscriber on our Patreon, it's patreon.com/saccomedyspot. You can sign up for a monthly donation. Thank you everybody who have donated one-time amounts, have signed up for Patreon. It's just been really exciting to have all this support coming in from everybody. And as you know, since our performers can't really come together and perform, we are always trying to find new ways to be able to highlight different performers and community members. So we came up with a bunch of shows that people can write things for or shoot videos, and then I can show them here live tonight. So that's what tonight's about. It's Celebrity Impressions. Celebrity Impressions. These are all community submitted celebrity impressions. I can't do any impressions. I like how I create shows, but then have very little to be able to add to these shows. Luckily, two people in our community in particular stepped up and gave us a ton of impressions for you guys to watch today. I'm super stoked. So in advance, I want to thank both Charlie and Brian for stepping up and giving us a ton of cool impressions. So let's see, you guys ready to jump into this? I should have you just email me in your impressions if you want me to do the show again. You can always do that at laugh@saccomedyspot.com or 916-402-4757. You can text it to me there, and we'll try to get it on next time. All right, let's jump into this. So, like I said, this became the Brian and Charlie show. Not me, Brian, other Brian. They submitted a bunch of impressions for you today. I also have some other surprises in there too. One impression I'm particularly excited about. So let's get going. So this is Brian. Let's see his first impression. I'm going to try and get a little close-up here on Brian. Get me out of the way. And you should be able to hear this just fine. So here we go.
Here's my Jar Jar Binks.
Misa Jar Jar Binks. Misa the worstest character in all of Star Wars. Misa hope that Misa gonna get killed by the Death Star.
Yeah, I think we're totally in agreement. Yep, that is Jar Jar Binks, and yes, he is the most terrible Star Wars character of all time. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Okay, I was thinking about what impressions I could do on the drive over here. There aren't a lot. I was like, maybe something with Tom Hanks, like League of Their Own, like, what? There's no crying in baseball. I don't even know if that's very good. All right, let's go to our next one submitted here. This is Charlie. Let me get a close in on what he's doing. Very good. You gotta love Mevo. If you've never heard of Mevo, it's pretty cool. All right, here we go. Yeah, the Jar Jar was fantastic, by the way. Very good job, Brian, on the Jar Jar. Let's see Charlie here. Let's see. Charlie's got a bunch. I've been doing all the pre-production of these like just minutes before we go on. So I think this is Al Pacino. Let's see what it is.
Okay. Al Pacino talks about scarecrows.
So, you got birds in your field, okay? There's birds everywhere. You need somebody that ain't you to get the birds out of the field, all right? You stuff something, and it looks like a guy, and the birds, they're gonna not know what's going on over there. Scarecrow. Brilliant. Brilliant. Wow. Hoo-ah.
I'm just gonna, this is the face we're gonna have as the thumbnail for this video. If you're just joining us, this is Celebrity Impressions sent to us by community members. And again, this definitely turned into the Charlie and Brian show. There's a video that Brian sent that I couldn't get to. So if you'll excuse me, I'm going to pop out of this. I'm going to pop over to this other thing. We'll go full screen here. And I'll get a close-up in on this. And this is another impression by Brian. So let's see. I ruined the surprise. Obviously, it's already up there. But you'll like this. All right, let me turn this down a little bit. Okay, here we go. This is Brian's next celebrity impression. Wait just a second. For real this time.
We want to do some more impressions for the Sacramento Comedy Spot. Who do we have here?
Hey, it's me, Elmo. Ha! La 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 la. Elmo's world. Hey, what's this dog doing here? Huh?
Don't worry, kids. Don't worry, kids. Elmo was not harmed in this video. Everything is fine. Let's go back over to my slideshow. What's really funny is, watch this. I just lied. Here we go. Ready?
Oh, no, don't eat Elmo. Stop. Chuck, stop. No, stop. Don't eat Elmo. Don't eat Elmo.
I think he was fooling around. Brian was fooling around with the dog, and the dog was like, "Oh, really? Oh, you're gonna put that in my face? I'm gonna have to bite your Elmo. I'm gonna have to bite your Elmo." That's a great Elmo. Yeah, very good. Is there anybody out there? Does anybody have an impression that they can do? Go ahead and put it in the comments. By the way, if you could do me a huge favor, just hit the wow face a whole bunch, because every time you do, Facebook thinks that everything we're doing is way more important than other stuff. So anyway, thank you for joining us. This is our Celebrity Impressions show. Let's see what we have up here next. Okay, we have Charlie again. At this point, I don't even remember what. Brian's laughing at himself. I don't even remember what impressions. Charlie did a bunch of impressions. So let me just get a close-up in on him, and let's see this next one. Here we go.
Okay, I'll give you a prompt, and then you talk about it. So, Mark Wahlberg talks about astrology.
Okay. Wow. Hey, what's up? Hey, I'm a Leo. What are you? I bet someone watching this is going to be like, I know when your birthday is. Don't even try to mess with me about that, okay? At first I thought you said astronomy, but then my brain was like, that's like the Milky Way. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy out there. Boston, man. Southie.
That's good. Charlie does really good impressions. Like, I'm pretty stoked. Good job. I'd like to do this show again. I'd love for you to submit your celebrity impressions, even if they're bad. That's kind of half the fun of the show. So if you want to submit for next time, send me an email, laugh@saccomedyspot.com. There's only 3 people that submitted. I don't want to ruin the third person, but it was just mostly Brian and a lot of Charlie. Brian, if you haven't seen it already, he did Jar Jar Binks. He also did Elmo, which were spectacular. Thank you, Brian, for submitting those. And then we have our video here. This is another video from Charlie. So let's see what's next. There's so many. I didn't, like I said, the pre-production is very fast in this. So I didn't write down any of who's next, but I swear it's Charlie doing another impression. So let's see this here.
Okay, Matthew McConaughey talks about his own birth.
Matthew McConaughey talking about his own birth. Here we go.
I got a story for you. I could go on really long, but I'm going to fast forward. Now, there was this beautiful baby. It was me. And then I was looking at myself, looking at me 10 years ago, which was really 40 years ago. Wow. Think about that. I'm a hero. All right. I was a baby. Beautiful baby, man. Uh-huh. You should have seen me. I was gorgeous. Oh, yeah. I was a gorgeous baby boy.
I like that Charlie, and I assume that's Kareen there in the house because they're stuck together for a while. They've like made their own performance stage. Who thinks that they've done this before? Me. Okay, good. Let's go on to the next impression here. Oh, yes. Jack Brown submitted an impression. Let's get a close-up on him. By the way, Charlie, you are killing the impressions game. I know what I'm going to buy Jack for Christmas. I'm going to buy Jack a little stand to put his phone on so he doesn't have to put it on the ground and then aim up. But it doesn't matter. Jack, thank you for submitting. I appreciate it. So here we go. This is Jack Brown's impression. Here we go. Turn down the volume.
Hey, everybody. Hey, are you two together, huh? You together? I'm Brian Crawl, owner and operator and proprietor of the Comedy Foundation. Yes, and I'm a good guy. Even though my position of power, I could be a bad guy, I'm actually a very good guy and a family man. Very nice guy. My beard. Oh, NASA. I'm still setting goals to write scripts and do other things for success, even though I've achieved so much already. I continue to better myself. Ooh, is that conflict? I'm averse to that. I'm a good person. It's me, Brian Craw.
I don't know. I think it's totally off. I like how he was like, hey, yes, and. That was pretty good. Good job, Jack. Let's go to comments, see what people are saying about things. Tim quoted Charlie playing Matthew McConaughey when he said, all right, I was a beautiful baby. Yeah, I like the prompts. It takes this whole thing to a new level. Nicely done, Kareen. That's a Nick Coleman quote. Very good. I think Kareen came up with the prompts. If she's here and watching, if you could answer that, that would be great. Let's see. All right. I wonder what else. She says, yes, I make him do these when we go on long drives. Kareen talking about Charlie doing impressions. Sarah said, wow, I did not know Jack Brown did one. Let's see, Brian, both myself and his mom bought him those for Christmas. What, a stand? A stand for Jack to record? Well, what's he even has his closet open. I can, look at, I can see his closet open right here. There is an askew coat hanger. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, doesn't matter. Yeah, Jack taking his quarantine anger out on Brian Crawl. I like how he was like, no, it's like, he's a nice guy. Like he's trying to cover his tracks. Okay, doesn't matter. That was great, Jack. Good job. As I do this, as I'm like, the very thing that he pointed out. Oh, guess what? Charlie's back. Let's do another Charlie impression. All right, here we go. Turn this up a little bit. And let's see what's going on.
Okay. Nicolas Cage talks about antiques.
Okay.
Nicolas Cage talks about antiques.
Okay. All right. We went to the antique store, okay? There's so much old stuff in there. I will pay millions of dollars and go back into bankruptcy, okay? Just to have some old stuff, all right? You gotta believe me. Old stuff.
Charlie again, fantastic. Yeah, I would love to see a Cher or a Robin Williams. Yeah, Heather, I totally agree. If anybody can do an impression out there, we'll do the show again. So go ahead and send me your impressions to laugh@saccomedyspot.com. I'd love to be able to do this. Like I said, I'm not good at the old impressions thing, so we're going to need your help if we're going to do this again. Yeah, Keanu Reeves at an antique store would be great. You know what I'll do is on the next show, I'll just zoom in Charlie, and if he has a couple more, or Brian. I know Brian has a couple more too. I remember Brian, he can do the org, Shrek. Yes. Anyway, let's get on to our next impression here. It's Charlie. We're renaming this Charlie Does Celebrities. All right, here we go. Zooming in on that. Let's see what Charlie's got for us this time.
Right. Vince Vaughn talks about riding in a taxi.
Vince Vaughn talks about riding in a taxi.
Hey, baby, I gotta tell you this. I mean, I was riding this taxi, and I don't know. I thought that someone wanted to get it on with me. You know, there was another passenger. I said, I'm just like, hey, how you doing? I'm just trying to meet people. And they're like, why are you getting in my taxi? And I'm like, hey, because I'm a player. What can I say? You know what I mean? Hey, it's a good time. You know what I mean? Chicago, taxis, baby.
All right. Nicely done, Charlie. I super appreciate that. Charlie, Jack, Brian, thank you so much for submitting all of your celebrity impressions. I'd love to do the show again. We can only do it if you have ideas for impressions. Before we get out of here, I just want to remind you, you can buy a virtual ticket to this show or any of our lives at saccomedyspot.com/live. This is just some of the things we're trying to do to bring in income as we have our main programming, our shows and our classes on pause for at least another couple weeks. You can also become a supporter on Patreon, patreon.com/saccomedyspot. Also, we just posted a brand new online Sketch 101 class. We're going to be offering more online classes, so look out for those. If you want to stay in touch, you can join our email list by going to our website, saccomedyspot.com, or you could just like and follow the Comedy Spot Facebook, and you're always going to get notifications when we go live. Let me read your comments really quick, and then we'll get out of here. Ogre. Did I say org? I think I did. Hi. Get some Owen Wilson and some Will Ferrell in there, too. I agree. I would love to see those. Those were all awesome. The kids said Elmo is their favorite. Yes, I'm sure they do. Let's see. There's some old stuff on there. I don't know what that's going. I don't know what it says. It's too long. Keanu Reeves would be good. Bill and Ted, Matrix. Those are all suggestions. If you know anybody that can do impressions, send them to me so that we can do them next time. This has been another Comedy Spot Live. Thank you especially to Brian, Charlie, and Jack for making this happen today. And thank you for all your support. I guarantee you this, the Comedy Spot will be back in full operation down the road, and we're going to be bigger and better than ever. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. This is the part where I awkwardly stop the live. Bye-bye.